Greetings and salutations, fellow gamers. Lukey P here with another episode of Let's Play Supreme Ruler Ultimate with Brazil. So I'm back because we are on the outskirts of Washington, and it would be a shame if the US surrendered off camera. So just in case, I think they may fall back to New York, and then when we take that, the US will probably surrender. But let's see how we go. In terms of a general update, we've been getting massacred at sea, basically. So I said in the last episode, the computer decided to migrate my entire Middle Eastern army across, and I was relatively happy with that. I was relatively happy until they got here and ran into the US Navy, which just absolutely slaughtered them. So I've diverted a bunch of them south to land here, and the rest of them I've told them to go back home, basically go back to the Middle East. They're not needed here. The US will be finished soon enough. We've had a few military breakthroughs I didn't realise. So we've had tank tech. Oh, very good. High-yield warheads. I wonder if we can research anything new. No, we can't. Can we research anything useful down here? Not really. Not better than we've already got. Tank tech's no better. That's no better. Carriers. We got a better carrier than that already. Yeah. So no, not really. The answer, can we research anything more? The answer is no. And yeah, Pearl Harbour still nightmare. Anyway. I think we're around about ready to finish the US off, hopefully, and I have noticed that this is my 50th episode, so it would be really something not planned at all, but if the 50th episode was marked with the capitulation of the US, that would be a nice thing. So let's play on. Force there. Do we have any anti-air in the area? Nope. This has been a common problem, actually. For whatever reason, our anti-aircraft seems to go AWOL. They just don't seem to keep up with the front lines, and I really don't understand why. Have we got any airfields anywhere around here? Got one there. Okay, let's Arlington. Even I know that's right outside Washington, so we really are right at the gates. Let's see if we can ship over our air force, or at least elements of it. Condor. Just have slowly their garrisons are dying. These are all pontoon bridging. I think that's it. Washington's fallen. Try and knock out that airbase there. And hopefully we will be able to shoot their planes while they're still on the landing strips. Mass explosion as our units close in. Constant explosions. We're probably actually we're not losing that many people, are we? So it's all merchant marines again. all being sunk at sea. We lost a unit up here. Yeah, that's also there where they've got nowhere. This is one of the things you have to watch out for. So where I've been kind of off managing the sea battle, these guys have advanced way past their supply lines. Which is not so good. So supply hub and link it up to stuff. Let's have a look. What about up here? Are you guys out of supply lines? I bet you are. Where's the nearest supply depots? They're not too far away. Let's make that a full supply hub with an airbase as well, because it is a bit in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, so basically they have air force up there and we don't, so they are shredding our units because we have no anti-air guns again. Apparently my units have decided that set of timber mills is absolutely key, because you can see they've surrounded it en masse on all sides. Sometimes the computer does make some odd decisions like that. I know we've already got a supply hub going up down there, but a mini one there probably wouldn't hurt us either. So ask these guys to help out with construction and tell these guys that they really shouldn't need to be guarding that. Okay, let's go back to the battle for Washington. And the US has dropped its capital back to New York, which is annoying. Okay, well, we'll keep advancing. Like I say, this is a matter of time now, really. Have they got an airbase round here? They have, haven't they? There. So that will become a supply hub. And then all of this can be rebuilt as well. Because we're going to have good supply around that area. Sure, barracks there isn't that bad. Don't need power, got absolutely loads of that. Human medium is not needed, we'll keep that. Oh, actually, if we've got a barracks in Washington, we don't need that down there. Okay. So I don't think they're going to surrender until we get to New York. Which probably won't be long at this rate. Supply depots there, I think, maybe. Just ask those guys to halt their advance briefly. You can see a lot of our units are silver or even gold starred now, so Supply depot. That's an annoying place for them to be waiting. Risk is they'll start trying to use that to travel along the coast or something daft. Okay, I think you get the idea of how this is going. I was just going to think I could take a break and finish this off camera, but actually New York's not that far away even already, so let's where are they? Are they actually, oh, this is just hilarious, I'm going to watch this. They're going to attempt to land in New York. Is that what they're trying to do? It is. Unbelievable, he's just driven down past the capital. Really don't know what he's doing. You gotta love the computer's AI sometimes. It does just pull some weird stuff. It's gonna land here, I think, is it? What is it? It can't even land without a pole. It's a reconnaissance unit. Weird. Very, very weird indeed. Right, these guys are starting to run low on supplies, aren't they? So what have we got around here? We've got an air base or an airfield? No. We don't. An airfield and a couple of supply depots. I really could do with an airfield because I'm slightly worried about you can see these units going red, which means they're out of supplies. I think that's just the supply lines catching up. I don't think that's actually, yeah, it's just supply lines catching up. We're tuned into Washington and Philadelphia. Where is Washington? Oh wow, we're miles past it already. We're in Philadelphia. Production. Naval production. Got to be a seaport. Let's make that a supply hub. Don't need that. Nothing there. Just doing some tidying up. Ah, an airbase. Handy. So look at these guys. What are they guarding? No idea. From the Air Force to the front line. Going to be hopefully Oh, we took Niagara Falls. We definitely want that hydroelectric power up, don't we? And there's Buffalo. Keep these because with that many electric hydroelectric dams, it would be a real waste not to make a supply hub there to keep them well supplied. Oh, I hit destroy by mistake, never mind. Got some supply depots down there. I think we're already building a supply depot there. We're going to take New York, which will sort the supply out there. Yeah, okay. I'm ignoring the other side of the country because basically there is a war going on over here. But, and you can see these guys are stalling, but there's nothing really left there to capture. This is what matters. Some units are reporting shortages of petroleum supplies. Whoa. What on earth happened there? How have I run out of petrol? This has got to be a... Oh, is it set to a certain percentage of capacity? That might have been it. Okay, well... let's just go nuts, basically. Produce the full maximum and then that'll sort that out sharpish. Wow. That was a bit of a mistake there. What did we research something which did something? Landing craft, silicon transistors, military vessels. Honestly, don't know what happened there. And you see, that is why you always want to watch your economy. So you see, that kind of tanks our economy. US and Canada finally signed an alliance. Bit late in the day, guys. Bit late in the day. Still Pearl Harbour causing problems. So yeah, and you can see here that's the real price. So I'm not really sure how that happened, but okay, we're gonna put this right up to 100% capacity. You can see how much oil we use per day. Massive reserves. These are now showing little exclamation marks, and the reason these are is because they're on a day's lag. Interestingly, on that means we got some petrol power plant somewhere wasting these, so don't want any of them. Stuff we don't need. Diplomatic offer. Yeah, sure, why not? Lots of big bangs, and we are very close to the end of the US, I hope, unless they fall back to Boston, which really would be a nightmare. There's another bunch of the country. Are you going to surrender? Think about it. And there we go. So 20 minutes into episode 50 of this series, and we have conquered the United States of America. And that we will annex them, and that will basically end this game, I think, as a fair fight, if it wasn't over already. Annex. There we go. So we now have the USA as part of our empire. So good for us, eh? We need to give it a day for that to catch up. What we will probably do is we will pick up all of our units. Just going to try and see if there's an easy crossing point we've got. So we could cross there and head straight for Ottawa. We could cross there and take out Montreal on the way. I think we might relocate to there. Yeah, I'm just thinking whether there's a good way to do this without. So if we send our land units there, and if we send our air units there. Looks like we just conquered that. Ironically now, the areas which we've conquered are slightly more damaged versus the areas we didn't quite get to. Now we've already got... Okay, never mind, doesn't really matter. So Canada have been fighting this strange little proxy war with us almost, where well, they're now going to retreat, but I did notice a few of their units taking pot shots at ours during that war, so yeah, I haven't really got a problem with going to war with them, to be honest. What we should do is need to give it a day. It's so quiet. I keep thinking I've turned my sound off because there's no explosions. Because it's the first time I've not actually been at war in this game in a long time. Okay. So what was that? That's somebody's Germany. No, we don't want to go to war with Germany just yet. So that's an air base. Okay. Supply hubs there. Oh, I don't know if I can be bothered to go around and scrap all these. Supply will build up around here, which would be fine. That's a pretty meaty area there, so we probably want to do some barracks and a supply depot, I think maybe. We're just going to take a break because somebody is calling my phone. Welcome back. So I've just done a day or two off camera, I think, just moving some units around, building some supply things at various points along the border just to get ready to invade Canada. Been trying to work out what's happened with the oil. I think the weird thing is that I basically set it to be 105% of demand and it stayed at 90 million. And I think the reason for that is I think it's broken the same as some of the other things. So for example, if I look at industrial, that's on 101% of demand, or hidden behind it is 53% of capacity. So I wonder if I need to put that to the maximum and then say 101% of demand. Maybe that's the answer. Let me try that. Let's let it tick on for a day and see what happens. So this is at 100% capacity and 105% demand. So let's see what it does. Are these aeroplanes crashing or something? I hope not. Right, so a day has gone past and I'm completely baffled by that. So I told it to do 105% of demand and instead it produced the maximum, and my maximum looks to have gone down. So I think this is one of these strange things, and it's probably the same for industrial, is it? Bizarre. I mean, we're building more of that, so I kind of understand why. So basically I've got to kind of manually set this. So let's set this to like 144,000, and I can create the demand, but it's not. It seems not to be working, which is slightly frustrating. Guess I have to do the same with petroleum. So I'll put it at that, so we get 6 million buffer a day, because we probably don't want to run out of petroleum again. We are. Oh, hello. Yep, food's come the same way as so we're probably going to be a bit short of food. I think these ones do work. I think metal does work. I think what's happened there is overnight some production plants have come online. So we'll leave metal at demand. I think probably what I need to do is off camera have a little bit of a play with building some more agriculture and building some more timber. Building some more timber could be as simple as rebuilding a bunch of the US's stuff rather than scrapping it. There will be timber mills at various points. That one's supply is pretty rubbish, but I think is there a supply hub going up? Yeah, there is over there. So and I've had a little think about what I probably want to do next. So while all my units are in North America, I want to finish off North America. How did Puerto Rico must have been at war with the US? I've defeated the US and they've somehow got the Western US, and I'm at war with Puerto Rico apparently, am I? Unbelievable. So I beat the US and they get a bunch of territory. Unbelievable. Well, yeah, we'll crush them, I guess. They got a military. No. Not going to be a difficult war, that one, is it? It's just a case of getting units over there. So take something with a seaport. Only their capital has a seaport. Okay. I guess we'll have to land there then. Oh, our engineers, they can land there, take the capital, and then anything else can land behind it. So I've got two plans for things to go on to next. So there is mopping up Africa. So I'm going to start with Mozambique. So I'm going to sending all my units to here. We've got massive air force as well. We're just marching in and take their capital, see if they surrender straight off. Hopefully they will. We've got Northwest Africa, so we've got Guinea here, so we're probably it's all artillery. Guys, not got any reserve land units whatsoever. Did I tell you to build like just constantly artillery? Okay, build get ready to sweep across Africa. We need some land units to actually take some land. Oh, they're all on. Oops. Yeah, so we're just getting ready for the next stage of our world conquest. So I think we'll start taking various bits of Africa, and over here we are going to get ready to take the United Kingdom capital, which is just there. So again, a small army of support troops, but no, I guess this is what happens. All of our actual fighting troops go to the front line, and what is left behind are the support troops, and the computer seems to marshal the support troops around key towns. Look, there's a single combat engineer, so you should go towards that, but we need more than just that, I think. I'm sure the computer will work out how to redeploy units. And we've also got massive air force who can potentially help out. Have we got any yeah, 6 of them. That should do. So yeah, I think we will wrap this episode there. So I've spoken a bit about what I'm going to do next, which is A, conquer Puerto Rico, B, declare war on Canada, C, restart my wars in Africa, and D, declare war on the UK. I'm also at war with Iceland. Who am I at war with? This is Iceland and Puerto Rico, right? Wow. Big enemies. No one else wants to fight me, evidently. So yeah, this was our 50th episode. It has seen the fall of the USA, and so now our Brazilian Empire is huge. I'm just trying to see if I can find the there's a view empire. There we go. So if I turn that off, yeah, you can see there the colouring. So this is all my empire, and soon it will cover the globe, I feel. But we'll wrap it there. Very successful war with the US, bar a little petrol glitch. Yeah, next time we come back, I suspect I will be updating you on the progress of multiple wars across multiple fronts as we seek to close out the next stage of this world conquest. I'm Lukey P. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you again soon.